Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. This is Barbara Reed, the Wexford Stamper. So nice to have you joining me today. Please comment as you jump on so I know who's watching. I have a great project for today. So before we get to the project, the new catalog is available now. If you need one, please let me know. And hi, Sarah. And if you need a catalog, just let me know. The catalog will be going live on June 3rd. There's amazing things in there. Keep looking on my Facebook page. I've started to play with some of the new product. So you might want to go ahead and take a look at some of those things. There's a sunflower set that's just gorgeous that I've been playing with. So get yourself a new catalog if you need it, and just message me if you do. All right, today we're going to actually play with a suite that is in the catalog that is now current, the mini catalog, and this is current until June 3rd. But happily, the Peaceful Poppies Suite, parts of the Peaceful Poppies Suite will be also available in the new catalog. So that is a relief. So I will be using the stamp sets, the painted poppies, and the peaceful moment sets today, and I will also be using some of the designer series paper. Now, a good reason to buy now is because if you would buy a bundle, which includes the dies and the stamp set, you will get a discount, a 10% discount on that. When this set transitions over to the new catalog, the paper will be retired and the bundle will not be sold together any longer. So that's a reason to buy it now. If you're still interested, it's a great set and I really love it. And so if you have any questions about that, it is available now, but it will also be moving over to the new catalog. All right, let's get started. Today's project is the Faceted box. This is really super cute and really simple to make. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And what we're going to need is a piece of Poppy Parade paper. All right, and the Poppy Parade paper is cut at 9 inches by 8.5 inches, so it's almost a square. Okay, 9.5 by 8.5 inches. All right, let's go ahead and bring up my scoreboard. Okay, so we're going to go on the long side first, which is the 9-inch side, and be careful here because they're very similar. They look almost the same. So here's the 9-inch side. We're going to put that across the top. And we're going to score at 1 inch. Remember, all these dimensions will be on my blog, so don't worry about trying to jot them down. 1 1/4 inch, 3 inches, 6 inches, 7 3/4 inches, and 8 inches. Okay, so that is our first set of score lines. Let's turn this way for the next. This is the short side. 1 1/2. 4. 5 1/2. 8. Okay, remember all those will be on my blog, so do not worry about getting those written down right now. All right, let's go grab my bone folder and we're going to fold on all those score lines and crease them very well. After I get them creased, I'll bring in my sample here and kind of show you how it comes together to give you a little bit of a idea, because everybody gets very confused that they have these fancy facets on the side when they're very simple to make. And once you get the hang of it, it's really an easy box to make, and you can amaze your friends. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Lots of score lines on this box, but you want to make sure that you are creasing them all. Okay, and a little tricky, this score line here at the end, that's only a 1/4 inch. You got to make sure that you get both of those right on the line. All right, so there is our paper all scored and creased. Okay, now let's take a look here at the box and how it opens. Okay, you can open it, you can make it open on the bottom or the top, and it just opens like that. Okay, I have it opening on both sides. Okay, so it's really a regular box, but we're going to put some special score lines in to make the facets. All right, so let me show you right now how that's done. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in here's my template. Okay, so let's go ahead and first, before we do our scoring for the facets, we're going to cut first. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in my scissors. Okay, and what we're kind of building here is almost like a T. All right, I have my thinnest panel up here at the top. That's going to be the one that goes inside. Okay, hi Ann, morning. Hi Rhonda, hi Rise. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to the bottom, and I'm going to go into the second vertical score line, and I'm going to cut all the way up to let me count, 1, 2, 3, the third horizontal score line you're going to cut. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Whoops. Come into, then I'm going to cut up to the third. I just passed 1, 2, third score line, and cut that piece off. Okay, you see how it's kind of becoming what we have there. All right, now the next part we're going to do here is make our panels that are going to slide into the box. Now this is the part of the box that is going to be adhered and stuck inside. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut off these last 2 little rectangles. And then I wedge that a little bit. Same thing here. Cut off the rectangles and wedge. All right, now the only change here is that I need to round these edges, because those are going to be these little flaps that go inside, and with the rounded edges it makes it a lot easier for them to go in and out. All right, so let me go ahead and get my triple punch here. Put the template over there for now. The template will be on my blog as well, so you can always check that out. And now I'm just using this triple punch to round my corners. Remember, this does lots of things, but I really have it sitting on my desk most of the time to round my corners, because I think rounding the corners gives it a nice finished look. Okay, and then one more. Oops, let's turn it like that. Such a beautiful day today. Finally have a nice, beautiful summer day. All right, now we're ready to do that extra bit of scoring and folding that we need to do. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the 2 panels right here, okay, and the 2 panels right down here. Okay, so they're the smaller of the panels along the side. Okay, so the one's here and one's here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a ruler, and we know that each of these panels is 1.5 inches. Okay, if you measure there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scoring tool and I'm going to mark halfway, which is 3/4. I'm going to do the same thing here. 3/4. Now I'm going to take from that point, and I'm gonna, oh no, wait, I did it wrong, almost did it wrong. The 3/4 should be measured from this end. I'm glad I caught myself. Okay, so this is 1 1/2. Let's try that again. And we're gonna do 3/4 here at the end, okay? That would have been a mess. There we go. Now, now we're gonna go from that spot to the corner here. We want our triangles to be pointing out, not in, because that will not make a good fold for us. Okay, so there, if you can see, I made a triangle. Okay, going up to that 3/4 and then down to the corners of the square. Same thing here. And you can use a ruler, and I'm just using my tool from my scoring board. There's 2. Now we got to do the same thing over here. Okay, so I'm going to go to the right spot this time, and I'm going to mark it at 3/4 because that's in the center of that panel. Going to mark it at 3/4 again here, center of the panel. And then I'm going to go ahead from the corner there, go right up to that mark I made. Everybody getting that after my incorrect start? I'm back on the right track again. All right, so, and the reason we do that is so that when we fold it together, these triangles will fold together real nicely and they won't have your paper bowing in all kinds of strange ways. So, all right, now I want to go ahead and just use my fingers and just bend those a little bit because those are going to go in. I just want to kind of train them a little bit, but this is the way you're going to go when the box goes together. So just start giving them an idea of where I want them to go. Okay, so I'm just folding them a little bit. All right, now, before we put our box together, we're going to go ahead and put on our panels. Okay, see who else is with us today. Got to check in and let me know who's here. All right, hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Now, we're going to put lots of panels on this box because I love this paper. This paper is from the Poppy Suite as well. And there's lots of different sizes of panels, and I will have all those put on my blog. Okay, you're going to have 2 large panels, and those are cut at 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. And they're going to go right here. And the reason I like to put my panels on before I put the box together is you can put more pressure on them as you're gluing them on. Once the box is together, if you put too much pressure on the box, you're going to crush the box. Don't tell me how I know. Don't ask, I mean. So I've found that putting the panels on first makes for a much better end product. You don't have to be trying to uncrush your box. All right, so those are the 2 large panels. We're going to put those on. And then the next is some middle-sized panels, and those are going to go right here. Okay, so the paper from this is so pretty. And I love the watercolor look of this. Okay, so we're going to put those 2, and let me check and see the size of those. These are 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, there we go. Now we have 4 smaller ones, and these are going to go here and here. So lots of gorgeous paper on this box. I love it. I think it's such a cute little box, and it really has a lot of space inside, even though it looks like it's kind of small. You've got a lot of space in there. Be great for any little kind of jewelry gift, or candy always works well in there. You can put a couple little cosmetics. Would all work well. All right, we've got 2 more. These are the small ones. Let me see. These are 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay. And it's just easier. I can really make sure all the sides and edges of the designer series paper are on well, since my box is still flat. There we go. Look how colorful that's gonna be. So pretty. All right, so we're done with that part. And now we're gonna go ahead and put the box together. All right, so along this edge here is where we're gonna put our tear and tape. Okay, and you're gonna be so excited how quickly it comes together once you have this tear and tape one. Okay, come on, tear and tape, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put my tear and tape along this edge here. Okay, I'm gonna take my pick tool and get this off. Getting better at this, and it does work much better than my fingernails. All right, now we're gonna fold it to the inside, and we're gonna fold over the first panel. And then from the other side, we're gonna fold over the first panel. And they will line right up. And then your box is made. All right, now watch this. You're just gonna crunch together, and look how quickly that facet comes. And then you're gonna just fold over. And tuck. See, and it has that little 1/4 inch that lets you have a little bit of play there on your flap. Same thing again. We're going to fold and squeeze on our little score lines, and then we're going to bring this in and just put it right inside. And that's it. That's how easy that is to do. All right, and there is our box. Come on, you. There we go. All right, so that's how easy that is. Now on this box, I did put I took my little 1-inch circle punch and put little holes or spots for your thumbs. If you want to do that for the box, you can always do that for the recipient. But super easy, goes together real easy. Once you get that tear and tape along the edge, it really comes together quite easily. And look at how nicely that looks and how professional that looks, and it's just so easy. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit of decorating on the top. And again, we're gonna be using things from the Poppy Suite, okay? This label is from the Poppy Suite. It's one that you can use. Let me show you those things. This is all the stamp sets and dies I'm using today. I'm going to use the Happy Birthday from the Peaceful Moments, and that is part of the suite. So that's a great one to use. And I've already stamped and used the die to cut out my little poppy. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I use Memento ink. I cut that out using my die here. And then this die here is the one I used for the label. And lastly, I took the little leaf and I cut out 2 little leaves using Mossy Meadow. So that's these 2. And I'll get the other one here if my fingers will let me. There we go. So those are the things we're going to need for our embellishment on the front. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and stamp my Happy Birthday. All right, so I'm going to take my Memento ink and my Happy Birthday from the Peaceful Moments. This one is a great one. I've used this a lot with lots of projects, just lots of really great sentiments to have on hand. All right, so I'm going to put the Happy Birthday, and if you look at my sample here, it's a little to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and put that a little to the right. All right, and now I'm going to bring in my blends. We're going to go ahead and color using the Poppy Parade blends. I'm going to start by using the light, and I'm just going to cover the entire flower. And it's so great that the blends and the paper and the stamps and the ink all match each other. So you never have to worry about if something's going to match. You know that the the Poppy Parade paper and the Poppy Parade blends are going to match perfectly. So I just went over the entire flower using the light. Now I'm going to come back using the Poppy Parade dark. Oops, let's use the brush side as well. And I'm just going to make some little brush strokes here in the middle to just kind of, that would be there'd be a little bit of shadow there, and maybe up on a couple others. Maybe some shadowing there. Just kind of deciding where there might be a little bit of shadow on your flower. Okay, and then I'm going to come back again with my light, and I'm going to blend together. Okay, so you're going to go back over all the area, and it's going to blend your dark and your light together and give it a wonderful shadow effect. These are alcohol-based markers, so you want to make sure that you are stamping with the Memento ink. If you use regular ink, you will have a little bit of running and it will get a little muddled. All right, so there we go. There is our adorable little poppy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring in our little leaves. And I'm going to glue those leaves together first using a little bit of Tombow. Okay, and then I'm going to glue those to my flower. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put a dimensional or two on here. Going to pop up that poppy right here on the label. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Here, it looks good. All right, then I'm going to bring my new box in here, and I'm going to use some more dimensionals on the back of my label. And that's going to go right in the center of the middle panel right here. And there you go. There's your box. So easy. What a great gift for a friend. They would love it. Fill that with some candy and you'll make their day. So that is my faceted box. If you have any questions, please let me know. All the information about this will be on my blog, and I should have that up before the end of the day. So have a great Tuesday that kind of feels like a Monday. And I'll be seeing you again on Thursday at noon with another great project. Remember, if you would like to participate in my paper share or my in-color card kit, please message me and let me know, and I can send you a link. I'm so excited about the new catalog coming out. There's so much great stuff. So take care, and I will see you Thursday. Bye-bye.